Welcome. I bid you welcome, John Clouser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, coming to you from my music corner of the world. And I know this is looking kind of weird. I'm flying solo today. So I apologize if I'm looking kind of funky here on the screen, but you guys seem to like my when I put something kind of short, I seem to get a lot of folks looking at those views. So for all those who's been tuning into the Year of the Priest, thank you. I love it. Keep them coming, keep those views and keep those comments coming. I love it. You guys are really paying homage to a great band. So so today, I'm gonna just kind of show off. This is a band that I have started collecting the vinyl of. Um, I can't get to my CDs of this band right away, otherwise I would show them off as well. But I want to talk about a band that is really becoming. They've always been a favorite band of mine, but I think over in the last few years they have. It's just something about them has just really skyrocketed, and I'm talking about Raven. So this is their debut album right here, "Rock Until You Drop." Sorry for the glare. Um, this was originally recorded on Neat Records. This is came out in 1981 with all there's so many good classics on this. My goodness. I mean, you got Hell Patrol, you got Hard Ride, Don't Need Your Money, Rock Until You Drop, uh, Hellraiser, Tyrant of the Airways. I mean, there's great debut. Um, this next one, um, this is the time I got to see them on in concert, them doing Wiped Out in its entirety. This is a high roller repress. Um, this is, let me see, trying to remember, this is on black vinyl. Also comes with a Crash Bang Wallop 7-inch. But here again, I mean, man, this was so cool to see live, the entire album. Um, you have, of course, the opening track, "Faster Than the Speed of Light," "Bring the Hammer Down," "Firepower," read all about it. "To the Limit, to the Top," "Battle Zone," "Live at the Inferno." What an amazing song that is! I love "Live in the Inferno." "Star War," "UXB," "2021," "Hold Back the Fire," and "Chainsaw," and of course the title track, "Wiped Out," which would appear on a later album. Um, let's see. Next up, we've got, of course, their third album, "All for One." Another fantastic album. "Take Control," "Mind Over Metal." Let's see, "All for One," "Sledgehammer Rock," "Run Silent, Run Deep," "Break the Chain," "Seek and Destroy," "Athletic Rock." Another classic album. This one is on the Megaforce. This was a Megaforce issue on that one. Now, this is the album that got me into Raven in the first place. My buddy Dave picked up this one, and I remember borrowing it, and I was like, wow, this is just an amazing live album. Just the energy of the Live at the Inferno album. This is just an amazing freaking album, if I don't say so myself. I mean, with Wacko tearing apart the drum kit and um, John and Mark just looking triumphant over a crowd that they just slayed with their amazing set. Man, just great stuff. They would then get signed to Atlantic Records. And this first one's called "Stay Hard." Um, this one takes a little bit of a kind of takes the foot off the pedal a little bit as far as aggression, but they do a great new recording of "Hard Ride," "Bottom Line," "Stay Hard," "Restless Child," "On and On," "Power and the Glory." I mean, there's a lot. This is still a really solid album. The more I've been listening to that, the more I'm starting to appreciate it a lot more. Follow that up with "The Pack Is Back." Um, again, criminally underrated at times. I've really started to love where these guys went with this one. The title track is probably one of my favorite Raven songs of all time. Their version of "Give Me Some Lovin'," "Screaming Down the House," great track. "Rock Dogs," "Young Blood," "Don't Let It Die," "Nightmare Ride," "All I Want." This is really a good album. There's so much good stuff on this. I again, Used to not be one that I got into as much, but the more I listen to it, I'm like, no, this is really, really good. All right, next up. One I haven't had a chance to listen to as much, but Life's a Bitch. This is another solid album. This is actually a promo copy of this one. Gosh, The Savage and the Hungry, another great song, Life's a Bitch. On the Wings of an Eagle, Iron League, You're a Liar, Fuel for the Fire, Playing with Razor, Juggernaut. I mean, man, they started getting back into form with this one. Great album. Last one with Wacko. Um, You'll notice I don't have the Raven Mad EP. I'll talk about what I don't have later on vinyl. I have it on CD, but I just don't have it on vinyl. They would then get off of Atlantic Records. They would get signed on to Combat, and they come out with this Nothing Exceeds Like Excess. Now, back in the day, this was the last album that I had known of Raven. Um, and I liked it. I liked it back in the day. It's been a little while since I've listened to it, but gosh, Behemoth, Die for Alec, Give Me a Break, Into the Jaws of Death, Hard as Nails, Lay Down the Law, You Got a Screw. I mean, there's again new drummer Joe Vasselhander, um, or Hasselbander, but still great album, great picture of the guys there. Gotta love that. Showing off their pearly whites. Gotta love that. Okay, then their next album. This is actually one I don't even have on CD. I have a digital, I just have a C like an iTunes version, but I don't have a CD of it. Um, Architect of Fear. This is a good album. Again, one that I need to work on getting familiar with, but you have, of course, Architect of Fear, Disciple, Got the Devil, White Hot Anger, Can't Run and Hide, Relentless, Just Let Me Go, Blind Leading the Blind. Um, but I was able to track this down on vinyl. Most of this, I'll explain a little bit more about some of these, but good album. If you can find it, worth checking out. It's just very hard to come by. Now, this one I got to thank John Gallagher himself for. This would be their next album, 1994's Glow. This is a this was never available on vinyl originally. This is a repress, or actually a first time on vinyl on a label called Night of the Vinyl Dead. Um, and I lucked out with this one because I was able to get I got in on something with the at the Raven Lunatics Facebook group. John was saying, "Hey, we found a box of glows, first come, first serve. Email me for details." And sure enough, I got in on this one. I was like, definitely got to get this. Signed by Mark and John. Very good album. It's like there's like a little bit of touch of the Seattle, like them trying to go Seattle sound a little bit, but the album is still very unmistakable. It's still Raven, and it is a good album. Watch You Drown is a good song. It's always probably one of my favorites. True Believer, Thin Lizzy's The Rockers on this. Far and Wide, Slip Away, The Dark Side. There's some good moody tracks. There's a lot of good stuff on this album. Again, very hard to come by. I think the CD version I found of this one was actually a bootleg, so it wasn't even an official CD. But it's hard to come by. Next album, also from the Night of the Vinyl Dead, never was on vinyl before. This is 1997, I believe this came out originally. I can't remember the year, but anyway, yeah, One for All. This is one I need to go back and listen to some. This one's been a little bit since I listened to the CD. But gosh, Seven Shades, Double Talk, Roll with the Punches, To Be Broken, Derailed, Top of the World, Kangaroo, Last Ride. I remember this being a very good album, a very strong album. Um, okay, this one, Everything Louder. This is one that is actually a double album. It's got about let's see, 10, about 14 songs. But Everything Louder, this was the another one on the Night of the Vinyl Dead. So again, another one I need to really get comfortable with. It's been a little while since I've listened to this, but let's see, tracks like Blind Eye, Sweet Jane, Holy Grail, Everything Louder, Hungry, Insane. Um, yeah, good album. I can't wait to start digging back into this again. Okay, now we jump a little bit. Um, this one, um, I'm going to pull this out of the sleeve here. This was part of the when they were doing Extermination, they did a Kickstarter. And I decided to get on this one for vinyl, but for some reason I didn't get Extermination. I don't know why. I didn't have a vinyl player at the time, but for some reason I decided I was going to go in on that. Um, but I didn't do it for Extermination. I guess I don't know. Anyway, this is a covers album. Has Deep Purple's Fireball, Thin Lizzy's Bad Reputation, Budgie's In for the Kill, Status Quo, Is There a Better Way, Queen's Ogre Battle, Cheap Trick's He's a Whore, Edgar Winter Group's Queen of My Dreams, Sweet's Cockroach, Nazareth's Too Bad Too Sad, Slade's Take Me Back Home, and David Bowie's Hang On to Yourself. This is a good album. One I need to, another one, like a lot, like I've been saying a lot, need to listen to a little bit more. Leave 'em Bleeding is the next one I have. So this is like a compilation of some stuff from Metal City and Extermination with some bonus tracks, some couple of live tracks. Again, I don't have Metal City on vinyl, so I need to go back to get that. And then the current release, All Hell's Breaking Loose. Strong album, just as strong as Metal City. Medieval, Surf the Tsunami, Turn of the Screw, All Hell's Breaking Loose, The Far Side, Edge of a Nightmare, Go for the Gold. Great album. So I still am looking for, I still need to eventually get Metal City. I need to get Extermination. Raven, I need to get Mad. Walk Through Fire. Heads Up. Some of the singles, stuff like that. So that kind of stuff, that's all. I'm still looking for some of that. I'll eventually pick it up in time. Just don't want to do it all at once. But anyway, great collection, great discography. I love the band Raven. So thankful I got to meet them and see them in concert. Never had the chance to do that before. So anyway, go check them out. Go look for some Raven. Let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me about them. Tell me what you think about them. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Okay. Johnny Metal, John Clauser, the Metal Dad. We'll see you soon. We will see you next week for Point of Entry for the Year of the Priest. Until then, rock forever. The pack is back. We'll see you soon. Take care.